Today we're going to be discussing the sales order feature in our Yearbooks app. So to access our sales order, you have to go to the sidebar where you can see the sales order tab, and within it we have two pages. We have sales order create page where you can create your sales order, or we have a view page for sales order where you can view your previous sales orders. So let's go to the create sales order page. Here we see a form to create our sales orders. So first of all, we see some things are pre-filled, like your sales order number, your sales order date. You can add a due date if you desire. You can add a PO number. You can add or change your delivery methods, a salesperson, place of supply, bank account, and you can either change it to payment mode by cash, or you can have your bank account select. Then you have to add a company. Now there's three types of sales order. There's B2B, which is business to business. There's business to customer, and then there's overseas. In each of them, you have to select a customer or a company. Either you have predefined customers or companies that you've already added before, or you can add a new company using this form. You can fill out your details here, such as name, email, GST numbers, and then save to add a new company. Or you can also go to the sidebar, and we have client and vendors here where you can add a company using a same form. So here I'm going to select a already added company, and then I'm going to move down to my items. Now there are two types of sales orders we can create. We can create service sales order or product sales order. So for first, we're going to create a service sales order, and then we will create a product one later. So for a service sales order, we have to add few details such as description, quantity, unit cost, GST, HSN number, and discount per unit. So here I'm just going to make some test details such as, let's say, 2 quantity and 100 per quantity, 100 per unit cost. So you can select GST, you can select your HSN number, and you can add a discount per unit if you like. You can add as many items as you want by clicking this button, and you can delete items as well, but you need to have at least one item to create your sales order. Once you're satisfied with your items and your details, you can move down to add any special instructions that you want or check your total amount before you proceed. Now we can either save and send email. So we can save our sales order and send an email. We can save and download it. You can download it with either PDF or Excel, or you can preview it. So I'm going to save and send, and it will redirect me to my view page where the latest sales order would be the one I just created, right? So we can see our details, the delivery method, the to company. It's not invoiced yet, our amount with and without GST, the item description, and the time and date it was created on. So in our view page, we can do multiple things. We can, first of all, we can select and delete multiple sales orders if you like. You can download by clicking on this. You can download your sales order. You can edit your sales order. So it will take me to my sales order, and I will edit it, and we can save. And it will redirect me back to my view page. I can also copy my sales order while clicking on this, and it will generate a copy of the exact same sales order. And I can convert it to invoice. So here in the ellipses, we have convert sales order to invoice. And when I click it, I go to the invoice page with my pre-filled details of my sales order, and I can save. And now my sales order has been invoiced. We can scroll down to the latest. This is our sales order that has been invoiced, and you can do similar things here. So let's go to sales order view page again, and you will see that it has been invoiced. Now we will create a product sales order. Here I'm going to go to create and then select company, and then I'm going to select product sales order. Again, I can add a new product here. It will give me a pop-up form where I can add a product name, quantity, and all its details and save it. Or I can go to my sidebar, inventory, and then here in the product section, I can add a new product with the same form. So here I'm going to select a product and it's going to pre-fill most of my details, and I just need to add quantity and then I can save. And this is our new sales order created with product. And I can do all the same things such as download, edit, copy, convert it to invoice with a product sales order. So this is our normal flow for sales order. We also have an approval feature that we can turn on for sales order, and I'm going to show you that next. So in our settings and user preference, we can go to approvers where we can add approvers for our sales order. So here we have to set a minimum amount. I'm going to set 100 for now, and you can choose as many approvers as you want. I'm just going to choose one for now, but I can add uh, more, and I can delete as well, but I need to have at least one approver, right? So here I'm going to save, and we have our approvers set. So now we can go back to our sales order page, right? And we can see some changes have come. So let's create a new sales order. We can create either service or product, it doesn't matter. I'm going to create a product sales order. And now as you see, the unit cost is higher than our minimum set value, which was 100. So here, 1 minute. Here we're going to get save and send for approval, right? So we're going to send this for approval from all the selected approvers that we have. So some of the things have been disabled, due to which we can't convert it to invoice or download it anymore unless it has been approved by all our selected approvers. So here we're going to click on this new sales order that we just created, and we see the approval status where we have approval pending from my account right now. So I can approve it or reject it. Right. So I'm going to, when I reject it, I have to give a reason for why, and then we have to edit that sales order again, and it'll go again into this process of approvals. But I'm going to approve it for now. And as I've approved it, now I can start production, meaning that it has been approved, and now we can see if we have that product in our stock. If we don't, then how much of quantity we're missing. Right now we have this product in our stock, so we can confirm and go and get it invoiced. Right, so we're going to confirm, and here we have to add a tracking number. I'm just going to add a random number. You can select your delivery partner, but it would be predefined already from your sales order details that you filled. And we're going to convert it to invoice by dispatch and invoice. So here we are again at the invoice page with pre-filled details, right? If you want to make few changes, you can. Most of it is already logged, and we can just save an email, and our sales order has been converted into invoice. So when we go back to our view page, we can see that our sales order is now in transit. So here we will see the full timeline. It has been when it was made, when it was approved, when production started, now it's in transit. And when it is delivered, I can click here and mark it as delivered. So I'm going to mark it as delivered. And here, now our whole timeline has been completed. We have new, approved, production, transit, delivered. Here we will see all our approvers. Right now we only have one. And hence that was our sales order flow with approvers and production. Here we have these blocks, like things where you can filter them out depending on if you just want to see any new sales order, if you want to see all the approved sales order, if you want to see ones in production. Like here, this one is an old sales order which is stock deficient, right? So we're missing two quantity of this. Hence, we cannot create and continue or proceed further. This one is in progress and we can create it. This is for service. So we're software testing for service. We can confirm and get it invoiced in the same manner, right? And then we have transit, and then we have delivered. We also have filters up here to filter it out by invoice if it's pending, invoiced if we do added by which user added it, delivery date to company, minimum maximum amount, and all that stuff. So that is our sales order flow and our sales order feature.